Hi there, my name is Nancy Wajiro Kafiro and I am a mental health practitioner working with Isia Psychology Consultants. Before I continue, I'd like to ask you to like, subscribe and share our videos. We've been providing you materials to do with mental health. Today, we're going to discuss insecurities and their causes. So what is insecurity? This is a deep-seated fear in your subconscious mind that makes you uncomfortable and doubtful. Insecurities can be because one has had a panic disorder or fear and risk that is outweighed by anxiety. These are feelings of inadequacy or inferiority, one feeling that they are not good enough and having some sort of uncertainty within what they are hoping to achieve. It can appear in all areas of your life and can come from a variety of causes. One is said to be insecure when they are being too critical about themselves and they see themselves in a negative way. Insecurity produces anxiety about your goal, relationship, and even your ability to handle certain situations. Everyone has some sort of insecurity from time to time, but when it becomes unmanageable, that is when it raises a concern. What are the signs of insecurity? One, you will realize that your self-doubt is on overdrive. You'll also realize that you seem to be a perfectionist, having a standard that is unattainable, and you have instances where you have experienced several disappointments. You may be having conditions where you keep people at an arm's length. You may have been described one time or more than one time as being needy or having feelings as though there is a missing piece. You may get offended easily or you offend other people easily. You may have commitment with a guarantee. That is, you require a lot of affirmation throughout your relationship. That is a sign that you have insecurity. What are the various types of insecurity? There is social insecurity, professional insecurity, economic insecurity, and personal insecurity. Causes of insecurity could be inability to trust, perfectionism, having a toxic environment, upbringing or attachment issues as a child where you have insecure or avoidant attachment style, or having a people-pleasing attitude that leaves you feeling that the direction you have taken is wrong. There is resistance to be vulnerable because one has had a need to fit in and does not believe in their ability. You may be going through a critical inner voice, also called internal dialogue, which makes you have an inherent fear that you may lose what you want. You may have too much anger that has been undealt with, which has built up an anxiety defense mechanism. The anger reinforces the insecurity. You may have comparison, evaluation, and judgment. You judge yourself in comparison to your environment. You may evaluate how much you have been able to achieve. There are people who have insecurities because they consider their age, their financial, abilities in comparison with their peers, and not taking into account probably other factors that may have helped that person to propel in life. Your insecurity could be coming from or stemming from an experience that has caused you to change in your belief system and has created doubt. It may have left you feeling as though you're not good enough or you even question your worth. It may come from a limiting belief about yourself in comparison to others. It may have come from a traumatic event that you have experienced in the recent time. This insecurity can also come about because you have an inability to control what you're going through or go through unpredictability without getting upset. Now, a lot of people don't know that insecurity could lead to anxiety and depression, right? And it could also make you have irrational decisions, harm relationships, and even you may experience physical health challenges. How do you deal with insecurity? Understand what that insecurity is revealing, because not all insecurity is bad. It could be pointing out an area in your life that you need to work on. And when you're able to control that, then you reduce your chances of getting anxiety. This insecurity could point to an area that requires self-improvement and an area that you may need to reflect on. This is a great way to understand what your triggers are and what your insecurities are and their root cause. Spend time with yourself and give yourself some affirmation. Self-belief comes from within you. That means you have to generate it internally, coming outwards. Learn the skill to spend time in social environment. Do not isolate when you're going through insecurity. Put your back into the challenge or into the change that you want. This will, in time, eliminate the insecurity, and always practice speaking of insecurity in the second person, that is you instead of I. When you do that, you will be able to extend kindness and empathy to yourself. The most important thing to do when you're going through insecurity is to build or look at what it has pointed to, what has been lacking, the skill you need to work on, give yourself empathy, build on your confidence, learn to save, ensure that you're comfortable with your body image, whatever it is that makes you overcome insecurity, take charge of that, and also seek therapy, because therapy will help challenge your perception and change your fears and reconcile your skills.